Right, so in this video we'll run through how to configure your WebResearcherJS extension so that you can start taking notes. So once you install the extension from the Firefox add-on page, just click on this button that you see here, so WebResearcherJS. If you click on that, it'll take you to the preferences page, and then what you would need to do, and I've already filled in these things, but then you would have to set true or false for the contextual highlighting, whether you want to highlight words as you take notes. We will cover that in another video. And importantly, you need to put in your Joplin token into this field here, and then hit the save button. You can get your Joplin token by going to your settings and then enabling Web Clipper and then copying the token from there. So that's about it. So that's how you configure your extension to start taking notes. Hello everyone. In this video we will run through how to take notes on a single web page using WebResearcherJS. So as an example, let's go to some Wikipedia page over here. Let's say this hurricane page. So let's say in order to take notes here, what you would do is click on any word here and then do Control 1. And what that does is gives you this floating sticky note that you can move around across the page. And once you're happy with location, and you can also adjust the size over here. Once you're happy with that, now you can start taking notes. So this is my first note. And you can start typing more text over here. Now what you can also do is change the way the text looks. For example, you can change it to a heading, and you can also insert lists, item 1, item 2, and so on. And another cool thing that you can also do is insert images. So let's say you take a screenshot of this particular one, or this particular hurricane over here, and then copy that to your clipboard. And once it's copied, you can just come into one of these blocks over here, and then just do a Control V, and then it will paste the image of that particular image onto your notes, and then you can then export it into Joplin, which I will explain shortly. But anyway, so that's kind of how a single note looks like. Now you can also go to another part of the page. Let's do a Control 1 over here, and then this is my second note, and there we go. So we have two images, two notes taken on this particular web page. Now this gets automatically saved to your local storage, so if you refresh the page or come back to it another day, your content will still be here, so you can always go and make further changes to these notes. But what you can do is also save these notes to Joplin, which the way you do that is by clicking this button over here, save to Joplin, and then let's do that. And there we go. So there we get a notification saying that all your notes have been sent to Joplin. Now let me go and open Joplin and show you how that note looks like. And this is the page that we took the notes off, so you can kind of see the URL, the title. This is your first note, and we talked about this heading. I also transferred in this image over here, and then this note 2, and has the content of that as well. And then what it does, all the notes that are associated with this particular extension have WBJS tags, so you can always sort them by that. So that's about it for this video. We'll cover more features of this extension in other videos, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so in this video we'll kind of talk about this Joplin search sidebar. In the previous video we kind of went through how to take notes on any given web page, and also run through how to save these notes to your Joplin. But what the sidebar adds is a way for you to search your notes while you're on the browser. So for example, as you can see in the search bar, we have the current URL on it, and then it's showing me that there is one note associated with this URL in my Joplin database, and that's kind of shown here. Now what I can also do is click on this URL that it gives me, and then it will take me directly to the app and open the note in the app for me to directly edit or make changes and whatnot. What you can also do is, if you don't want it to query the URL but you want to do something else, let's say I want to search all the notes that I have which have the word Wikipedia in them, and then there we go. So it's giving me all these different links, Wikipedia pages that I have taken notes on. For example, let's take this Formula 1 page, and if I click on it, it'll open my note which has the Formula 1 notes that I took on this Formula 1 page. So essentially this sidebar acts as a way for you to search through your notes while being on the browser. Now what it does as default is, if you change the tab, let's say I go to this Formula 1 tab, it will automatically fill in the URL and query it and then display the results here. So essentially, as you're swifting through web pages, let's say you're on this particular one tab and go to the next tab, it automatically queries your database and then shows the notes that are associated with that on the sidebar over here. In this video, we'll cover how to link notes that you take using the WebResearcherJS extension, these kind of notes over here, to those that you already have on your Joplin app. Let's say you're reading a web page, let's say this Wikipedia page on downforce, and then you realize, oh, hey, this is kind of seems to be related to Formula 1 cars. And you've already made several notes on Formula 1, maybe in your notes. So you want to link this page, these notes, to one of your existing notes. So the way you would do that, let's search for Wikipedia in my notes, and then I see that, okay, I've already made some notes on the Formula 1 Wikipedia page, and I want to link this note on this web page to that Formula 1 note. So the way to do that is I'll just copy this resource ID that you see here, and then come to the web page and then type in some text. This page is related to Formula 1, and then what I would do is essentially select the text that I want to link to, and then click on this link button, and then paste the resource ID, and then hit the enter key. And then now what it's showing you as a URL, but what it's really doing is essentially linking this piece of text that is on this web page to a note that you already have on your app. And then I know clicking this will not do anything on this web page, but then let's save the note first and send it to Joplin. There we go, adding notes, sending it to Joplin. And then if I go to node that was recently created, you can see that it's highlighted as a URL on the Joplin app. You know, this page is related to Formula 1. Here's the cool part. If I click on this URL, it's going to take me to my Formula 1 node. So essentially, even though you're writing notes on a web page, you can still link the nodes that you write on this web page to any given existing node on your Joplin app, and that allows for some really cool possibilities with, you know, backlinking, and it allows you to kind of link the notes that you write on the web page, that you write on the app, and kind of allows you to tie it all together in one single way. So that's about it for this video. See you in the next one.